So, and the people that you are getting on your feed in the form of ads or, or YouTube or Facebook are not necessarily the best professionals out there when you're first starting out, right? And you can determine who is good or who's bad. So, I joined some alert services back then, and from all these flashy people, and of course, I was learning something new, like each day, each week. I learned how to calculate shares, how to put stops, basic chart reading and patterns, and some basic fundamentals. So I gave it another go, and I lasted a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
A little better
at
than
that
3 days.
point, yeah, right. So that's the point that I said that I really need to invest in my knowledge. But again, I was naive. So the courses that I was buying were, from all these flashy people. But of course, I was learning something new, right? I was learning new concepts and strategies and indicators and price action patterns and all this stuff. But I was applying what these people were doing, their strategies, their concepts, but I was still in a drawdown. And it got to a point that, and this is many months, after I first started. So yeah, I wasn't risking that much. So I was just, testing the waters. But again, I was still in a drawdown. So it got to a point that the knowledge and the feedback that I was getting was saturated. I wasn't learning anything new.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I said, either I quit because this thing doesn't work, right? Or, I have to find the things on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that realization at this specific day back in 2016 is the reason that I'm here today. Because I basically woke up the researcher in me, and I said, I'm not gonna rely on others. I'm not gonna sitting here. I'm gonna sit here being spoon-fed by others. I'm not gonna follow what other people are doing. I will try to find some things on my own. I was, completely lost. I didn't know how to search, but I just that oath to myself and basically waking up the researcher in me was really helpful, I think, back then, because it's a trait that I still hold today. So I was lucky back then because, as I told you, I was in many Facebook groups, and there were some guys, from Greece and Cyprus, and they were posting their trades on these Facebook groups. And these guys were offering a course as well, but I said, I'm never going to buy a course anymore. I've done that. So what I did is I went up and there was a log of 1.5 or more years of these guys posting trades each day, watch list, specific tickers with entry stops, partials.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, the only way to basically understand what these guys were doing, because I liked what they're doing, and this is day trading, right? It's still day trading. So what I did is I tried through the trades of these guys to reverse engineer their minds.
Mm.
So